Let my revenge begin.
覚悟してろよ。行くぜ。
Welcome to Worldbreaker Coo's Reviews. I'm your host, Worldbreaker Coo, and today I'm reviewing the Into the Spiderverse Gwen, or Ghost Spider, and Miles Morales. I'm very happy to have both of these figures. I originally had the Mafex on order from Big Bad Toy Store, and I canceled it. It's just too small. I was not feeling the cloth, everything. I had her, could have got the Mafex, but I didn't feel like paying the price for that. Especially considering that this one comes with a Peter Porker too, or Spider Pig, Spider Ham. And this one's really well done. We'll get into that in a little bit. Let's first talk about Miles here. No, let's first talk about the accessories, okay? We get some wonderful accessories. We get a head for Miles. What kills me is this head is so good, and people thought this was a mistake. There's a line on his head you can barely make out on my screen. There's a line. That's part of the animation. People kept thinking it was a mistake. It's not. And it's so blurry right now. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Yeah, you can kind of, gosh, it's really blurry. But there's a line on his forehead that is just the animation. Gwen, her face looks really good too. Very accurate to the actual movie. I try to find some screens and put those both in there. But I thought they did a great job. I just wish that Miles didn't have this thing here going on, because you can't get his head on other figures now. So that sucks. But they also come with he comes with flipping hands. She has flipping hands. And an extra hood for Gwen. I wish that Miles came with the hood, but I'll be picking up the Sentinel one, so I get the hood with that one. But the figure itself, I think let's first start with Spider-Ham. What's crazy to me is this one was $20. This was $20. And this is $20. Yes, there's no articulation here, except for the head. But this one, you know, it's very limited, for one. It's got some ugly joints, for two. I actually prefer this one here over this. That's a damn shame. It's just more detail. So that's a bit of a problem. So, you know, it's what it is, I guess. At least, you know, we've got one accurate movie one. The comic one sucks. And let's look at all the Spider Gwens I have in my collection. I've got 3 altogether now. Here is the more recent one from the Venom wave. There's also the initial one. This was comic book based. And she had an ugly head with it too. I did not like that head. Now you can see this one, these two are very similar, okay? They're very similar, but this one's actually taller, and the hood colors, looking here, it's darker, more magenta. I like the shadowing there. There's no shadowing here. It's much more pink. The arms still have the more magenta color there. It's nice though. I mean, it's still the same figure, you can tell, but they've changed some things. The legs are different. Like this one has the pins and the different feet. This one has pinless technology and like the ballerina shoes. I think that's what gives her height. I don't even think the chest is the same. No, the chest is not the same either. So they just changed a lot of stuff on this, you know? I mean, honestly. I'm still going to keep both of these because, you know, one's comic based, one's a movie based. And I'm probably just going to keep the movie head here on her. Matter of fact, let's do that now so you can see how her movie head looks. Let's get the hood on there and add this thingamabobber. Okay. Come on. There we go. So you can see she looks good. this is definitely my default look for her. Articulation wise, she's the exact same. Okay, she's the exact same as as any female figure you're gonna get. I wish they had a little bit more, but she's solid. She's not as stiff as some of the other figures we've been getting lately, and I do like the matte color on her. It's very nice. It's not as shiny and odd as that one, so I do like this, especially like the cut. Look at the hair in the back. They nailed it. They nailed it. So yeah, Spider-Gwen, definitely, if I had to score her out of 10, I would say she's probably a 8.5. 8.5. She's a solid figure. Miles, on the other hand, let's start with him. The jacket you think would be more hindering, it's not that bad. There is a butterfly joint in there somewhere. You can see here, actually no, it's not a butterfly joint, but you can see these got multiple layers that really gives this some heft to it to make it look like a winter jacket that you would see somebody wearing in New York. I love that. His fists are really tiny, but his head articulation is on point. Some people complain that his knees are really small and it might lead to him breaking eventually. I don't agree, and watch it break on me as I'm saying that. I feel like the knees are fine. You can see how stick thin they are. I wish we got some better J's. I'll have to see there's some third-party accessories that I can put on here to make them look like J's. But it's nice. It's definitely nice. And I'm glad I got this one over the Mayfix. The Mayfix is too dang much money. It was like $100 and some and just was not quite up to par. So yeah. Now, the one thing that I do have a complaint with this figure is the way they did the head. Because again, once I take this out, you'll see what I'm talking about. So this is how you peg it in. That hole seems to strip every time I take the head on and off. So if you're buying this, this may be only a matter of time before this hole gets too big and the head does not stay in there properly. So that bugs me. It bugs me a lot, actually. But besides that, it's a great, see, and now this feels really loose to me now. Okay, I'm taking it off. I've only taken it off probably a good 3-4 times, and it's already feeling much looser than it was at first. So keep that in mind. Hasbro, please don't make any more figures with this type of technology, because I don't think it's sustainable. So yeah, we've got that Miles. Looks pretty cool. I wish he had a hood. The articulation's great. Look at that. You can't beat that. And again, I just love that face. I love the body too. It's just a good overall figure. Now let's compare him to some other Miles. We've got the Miles from the Venom Wave, and this figure gets on my nerves now because he can't stand. You think a figure like this with these big feet will be able to stand, but he has more trouble standing than any figure that I've had in recent memory. So yeah, it's just very awkward. And there he goes. And the other one is the comic book Miles that we had way back when with the Space Venom Wave. And they're about the same height. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. But I would give this Miles a 9. I'll give him a solid 9. The only really detractors are I wish he had a hood. I wish they didn't do the head joint this way, because now I can't use his head for anything else. And also it feels like over time it's not going to do as well. But other than that, it's really spot on and a great figure. You will enjoy this. But I thank you for watching this video. Until next time, peace and chicken grease. Oh yeah, and this movie, go watch it. It's great. It's my favorite or top 2 favorite Spider-Man. So watch it. It's great. Till the next time, peace and hey.